Welcome everybody here for Las Vegas Motor Speedway here for the Doublemint Cup Series Season 2. Jesse Turner qualifying the pole here for Roush Fenway Racing here. He'll be leading us down for the green flag. And here it is, green flag is out. We are racing here at Las Vegas. And lap number 1 already a bit chaotic here. 3 wide. Dylan Schwamberg down the bottom lane here. And O'Neal Baldwin's already found that outside wall in turns number 3 and 4. As already lap 1 already off to a chaotic start like I mentioned. Turner leads lap 1, but he's got a solid gap over Nick Gunther and the rest of the field here as Josh Sekuli dive bombs turn 1. As Kyle Matthews now trying to hold on to the second spot. He'll be able to out of the exit of turn 2 there. That middle groove pretty strong actually. As there you see a lot of drivers that are going to be on the move here today. You might see some drop to the back immediately because of how slow their cars could be in this run. Agent Navarro looking underneath Josh Sekuli. Looked like Sekuli is going to go up the hill here. Here comes Johnny Gardner to follow on suit. Massive run in turns 2. Johnny Gardner, great exit for the 22 team. They're off to a good start for Team Penske. As there you see teammate Dylan Young running inside the top 10. They had a bit of a collision at Kentucky, so they definitely had a bit of a conversation at the hauler. And they weren't too happy with each other. We got cars in the grass. Ian Dutta going through the grass there on the front straightaway. He saves it, and no caution out on the track. As there you see Betty Johnson, Joey Murphy. There is some side damage to Bill Gunther's machine there. The dockside machine looks like they might have had some contact. That's probably what happened with Murphy and Dutta there. Or with Ian Dutta there in the grass. So that explains probably a lot what happened. Kyle Matthews has reeled in Jesse Turner here for the lead. He is right on the bumper of the number 17. Turner slides up the hill. Matthews has the run on the bottom lane. Doesn't quite work here. Matthews definitely has a strong car today. Trying to get win number 2 of the season here. And hasn't really found much success in this 24 camp. So they're definitely trying to make their way up into the point standings again and again. See a couple of cars running to the back. Duncan Rodriguez, Annie Thomas, Fitzwater, Gabe Williams, the pole sitter Kentucky having some issues. Bill Gunther finding the wall yet again. His day has not gone off to a good start there. Audrey Baranowski's almost squeezed the issue there for a brief moment, so he got pretty lucky there. But already Bill Gunther just not having a good handling race car to that 34 machine. There's Vince Freeze, the Kentucky winner. He's not had a good start so far, so he needs to get himself up there. We might have to see where pit stops will end up for them. As the rest of the pack here, Luis Hernandez, after a terrible crash in Kentucky, is on the charge here underneath Dylan Young. Here trying to use some side draft to his car. He definitely has one of the faster cars today, looks like. But that inside line, not the best line to be in here in Vegas, but it can be a good line if you use it just right. Jack James trying to get another solid effort in for the 42 team, the Kansas winner. Just trying to help himself in points from here on. He's pretty high up, so this could be good for Jack James. He's definitely one of the stronger contenders as well in the field, so you might want to keep an eye out on this 42 team, maybe in the longer run. As Kyle Matthews has taken the lead away from Jesse Turner. He is your new leader. Joshua Sekuli sitting in the second spot. Just took it away from Turner as well. Looks like Turner's car kind of fading a bit in this run here. Lap number 9 out of 67. We still have a long ways to go, but we're going to have to see where pit stops might end up in terms of a green flag run. That is if we can get one. Nick Gunther now going underneath Jesse Turner for position. Yeah, Turner's definitely falling back. His car's probably better off in the short run here. He slides up the hill. Johnny Gardner has a full head of steam out of turn 2. And look at the run Gardner gets there. That's a fantastic exit of the corner here. I think Gardner's strong points might be turns 1 and 2 for the 22 team. As he's going to try and go 3-1 underneath Gunther. Turner gets the run off. O'Neal Baldwin's there to capitalize with Luis Hernandez right on his bumper as well. Yeah, only Baldwin's been on a charge here. Lately, he moved up quite a lot of spots in the point standings last time around, and he's actually currently 22nd in the points here. Maybe another good run could help him move up even more at an exponential rate here, as he's been looking strong lately. Dylan Young has been one of those few contenders running solid in the points. He's 17th in the points right now. He's trying to get some good consistency up here. Cole sits 7th in the point standing, so this is good for the number 80 team. Even if they don't really get a top 10 today, this is still a really solid effort for his season, and he's got a good job. You're wondering about the new drivers here. Will Goss actually debuted last season in the 41. He's actually running near the top 20, probably around the top 20 area at most with Mike Hawk. There you see Jeffrey Fingai, like I mentioned. I like to mention a lot of the new drivers. He's running in 27th. Not a good start. 26th to be exact now, but not a good start for Jeffrey Fingai here. The 14 definitely not finding the trim they've wanted, so they might be better off maybe in a pit stop or so. But it's the Kyle Matthews show here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway here. Angel Navarro sits in 2nd, and Navarro has been a rather quiet contender this season so far. A lot of the rookies are doing a fantastic job. There's a lot of inexperience in between them. Kyle Matthews, like I said, is already in the chase as of right now. And Angel Navarro is still sitting in that 2nd spot. That 78 car has found some speed. They are 15th in the point standings, so this is just what they need. They need a good run, and look, the exit of turn 4. They got a grand exit there. Josh Sekuli has had a rough season so far. He's sitting in the 3rd spot, so this is a good run for the 2017. They definitely need more runs like this if they want to move up in the point standings, because this is fundamental to their runs that could reflect upon them in the chase if they do make it. Battle for the lead here. Navarro takes away. Matthews lets him go. And Navarro, now your new race leader over Kyle Matthews. Another lead change here at Vegas. We've had some decent racing so far. Pretty much most of the top 10, 15 are pretty much single file, so it's a rather calm race here in Las Vegas. We're going to have to wait and see where this might end up, as Josh Sekuli still sitting in that 3rd spot in a rather quiet, like I said, a quiet effort for Sekuli. He really needs a run like this. He's 35th in the point standings, so I think Sekuli definitely wants something like this today, as he's reeled in Kyle Matthews here out of turn 4. Another good exit there. Turn 4. If you can get that inside line to work, you can get a good exit there. So you see JT Bryant now trying to pass Jonathan Rains for a position there. They're pretty far back. That's around for 14th. And up the track, Jeffrey Fingai went. Annie Thomas tried to go through there. Baranowskis, there's William Duncan. They all collide, and there goes Duncan. Duncan spins the car around, and that puts Eric Rodriguez in the wall, and the caution is out. William Duncan goes for a spin. No damage done for the 6 machine, but that's going to end what was a green flag run here to lap 18 of the race, as Angel Navarro leads the field back down towards the caution flag. And looking at the replay here, Jeffrey Fingai got hit by Audrey Baranowskis, and they all just kind of went in the same lane there. Duncan spins the car around, no damage done for the 6, just a spin for this one. Brings out our first caution. Angel Navarro leads him to the green there. A lot of cars shifting to that outside line, trying to get around each other here. And great start by Johnny Gardner. Will he go to the inside of Kyle Matthews? He does not. Yes, he will, actually. He's looking underneath that 24 there. As a lot of the field, Dylan Young did not quite get the start he wanted. He's getting freight trained by several drivers here. Jesse Turner definitely wanted this run in. As you see Jack James there, Kansas winner, maybe trying to go for 2 wins as well. And here comes Kyle Matthews down the bottom of the racetrack, looking for the lead. Here he comes down the inside. He's got help from Johnny Gardner. Here comes Kyle Matthews to take the lead away yet again. Johnny Gardner sitting in the shadows in 3rd. He's going to try and take 2nd away from Navarro, and he does. Here he comes at a turn 2. Johnny Gardner going for the race lead as well. Here comes Jesse Turner down at the bottom of the track as well. Luis Hernandez using that outside line there. Dylan Young in the middle groove. Navarro holds on to 3rd, but that's probably going to be short-lived. 3 wide racing near the back of the field here. Richard Johnson Made it 3 wide underneath Mike Hawk and Nick Gunther. He takes 2 spots away, as they are also 3 wide near the front of the pack. Angel Navarro, Dylan Young, JT Bryant in the mix as well. JT Bryant keeping his consistency up. Just the one run he needs today. He is running 4th in the point standings, so this is good for this number 12 team. They could go to the points league potentially if they get a good run like this today, because Cody Lamas and the contenders in front of him in the point standings haven't really had the best of runs here. Vince Freeze is struggling with the race car there. The handling kind of fading from his machine there. Jeffrey Finguy is still kind of just stuck back here, really, with the same people that kind of wrecked earlier. 3 wide yet again. Navarro still stuck on the high line. Looks like that 78 just not good in this run here. They probably made some terrible adjustments to the 78 machine, because they were up in the lead earlier. Now they are falling down the order, down to 14th and dropping still like a rock. So Angel Navarro definitely needs to find some more adjustments to his machine there. Kyle Matthews, currently your race leader. Jesse Turner trying to clear second away from Johnny Gardner, but Gardner's fighting strong on the high side there. An intense battle here, and 3 of these drivers inside the top 5 are looking for win number 2 of the season. 3 wide, Jesse Turner stuck in the middle, Johnny Gardner up top, James down at the bottom. They are all 3 wide, side by side into turn number 3. Here comes Luis Hernandez and Sekuli, the RCR cars, in the middle and the bottom lane there. Turner is going to hold off Jack James here, looks like. But that push from the... And we've got a crash in the back. Dutta in the wall there. We've got a terrible wreck. Big one here at Las Vegas. Nick Gunther's collected. And Jeffrey Finguy plows into the front end of the 35. The caution is out on the speedway here. Ian Dutta with heavy damage to his 32 machine. His season has just gone downwards here. And you saw Nick Gunther and Jeffrey Finguy, his runs come to an end here. As they're racing back down towards the line, it is Kyle Matthews still leading the field down towards the line here. The caution is out. As we're going to take a look at the replay to see the accident with Ian Dutta and several other competitors. Angel Navarro got into the back of Ian Dutta, sending him into Seth Cole. The 78 gets hooked into the wall head-on. Hard impact there from Jonathan Rains, Betty Johnson, and Nick Gunther. Have no place to go. Watch Jeffrey Finguy near the end of this one. Look at Tommy Turbo squeezing by. Jeffrey Finguy hits the number 35 at the end there. 2 front row motorsports cars destroyed there. And really, Jeffrey Finguy's race comes to an end. Tough break for the 14 team. Their good runs have come to an end today here. And Ian Dutta with lots of damage to his car. They're most likely done for the day as well. Angel Navarro was one of the stronger cars today. His race is down in flames here at Las Vegas. He's gone for broke. The 1 to go signal is out. Pace car is off. It is Kyle Matthews leading us down to the green flag. He's got plenty of laps to go. We are about to reach the halfway point here at Las Vegas. The 24 Exalted team just looking for another victory here at last. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Matthews with a great jump there over Gardner, but Gardner is right on the bumper. As look at Dylan Young on the outside line. Johnny Gardner going for the lead here on the inside line. A grand restart for the 22, just what they needed. As Jesse Turner and Sekuli are getting a nice shot from each other. Turner to the inside for second. Matthews, a sitting duck here in that restart as they are 3 wide. Matthews up the hill. Sekuli in the middle. And James on the bottom. The back of the field here getting held up by lap traffic here. Both Navarro and Dutta are blocking both lanes of the racetrack. Not what you want to see here. A lot of the lead lap cars are certainly not going to be happy with lap traffic in the way, as they shove Ian Dutta out of harm's way there for that inside line to finally advance. But a lot of the drivers here, PJ Williams, the points leader, trying to get things down here, and they are not going to be too happy. Kyle Matthews dropping in position here as Jesse Turner and Jack James are fighting for the second position, as Johnny Gardner holds a strong lead over the rest of the field here. JT Bryant looking underneath there. All the Penske cars are running really strong today. Dylan Young and JT Bryant are in this top 10 as well. And they're both trying, maybe looking for a top 5 here if they could. Team Penske just very strong this season, which really isn't surprising whatsoever. James fighting hard for second. He knows he can get a good position here. Looking underneath Jesse Turner. Turner needs to slide up the hill, and there it is. James to the second spot, Bryant to third. And that 12 car is also flat flying in there. 3 wide near the back here. Will Goss on the bottom there. Charles Sanford following with Mike Hawk, Dylan Young, and Sekuli all running together here as Dylan Young gets that outside run here. There's Dylan Schwalberg peeking in the picture as well. We got a lot of contenders here. Jeremy Jones, Richard Johnson also in the mix as well. All trying to gain one important thing, to win the race. But Johnny Gardner holds a second lead over Jack James, Jesse Turner, and JT Bryant. That is your top 5. And then there's Luis Hernandez. So that is your top 5 right there. Kyle Matthews looking for 5th here. Will Goss following on toe with Mike Hawk there. Mike Hawk trying to get another impressive run here for the 3 team. That's what they just want to see here, is some good runs here. Because Rancho Cucamonga has proven, but he announced that he will be dropping down to more of the truck series here. So, because he knows he has probably a better shot than he does, and possibly the Xfinity series. We don't know where he might end up in Xfinity. But Will Goss going 3 wide for position here. He definitely wants a good run in for the 15 team so he can get actually paid. H. Scott hasn't really paid much for the 15 team, but they paid more for Ian Dutta because of his Brazilian sponsorship. So, I mean, Will Goss is trying to change things around here for H. Scott Motorsports here. They did get, I believe they almost got one of their cars in the chase last season, so they were pretty close, but yeah, Ganassi dropped their cars only to 2 cars there, with the 50 car almost winning the championship. But not many. The 13, Germain Racing, has made it into an RCR affiliate, so that's why you see an RCR number on Joey Murphy's car there. But the gap has widened down just a tad bit, but not too significantly. Johnny Gardner still holding on. He's so far been the kind of the dominant car today. Him and Kyle Matthews have been the class of the field, with Jesse Turner as well as the third one. But Johnny Gardner just trying to spread the gap here. Everybody else just 3 wide action, good racing near the back of the field here. Probably the crowd wants to see more for the lead than actual, like, the other midfield pack here. As there you see Richard Johnson way up the track. Dylan Schwalberg having to do an evasive move there. They get around the 21. Zachary Fitzwater peeking his way into the picture. They're definitely stronger in this long run. They made some good adjustments to the 43 team. So they're looking for a strong effort today. Dylan Schwalberg up the track again, having looks like a tight handling race car here. Kyle Matthews has dropped back in this run here. He's looking outside the top 10 now. Who was once the leader is now dropping, continuing to drop back. In terms of position, this is not what he wants. As there you see Zachary Fitzwater, 3 wide there. He spread the issue on Kev Shear there. And there you see Gabe Williams, and William Duncan, who spun earlier in the race, has made a bit of a comeback here. He's made his way up further in the grid here. So I think that might have been a bit of a saving grace for William Duncan here. So they definitely want some runs like this for the team, as William Duncan just up inside that top 20. Looks like he could get a top 15 at the end of this one. The gap has closed in a bit here. Johnny Gardner actually losing some ground to Jesse Turner. Turner about getting a 10th every so laps here. Jack James there sitting in 3rd. Will Goss battling for 4th underneath JT Bryant. He's going to get the spot away. Charles Sanford's had a strong car today, running in the 5th spot. So this is a grand effort here. Turner has reeled in. Now it's about to, and it's probably going to change now because lap traffic's in the way. Gardner goes to the inside, and that's not really the best line you want to be in either, but Turner gets held up as well in the same process. And Angel Navarro not proving to be the best lap traffic here, as Jack James now going to the inside of Angel Navarro there. But Jesse Turner's finally going to get around the lap car, actually going to the high side this time around, but that kind of helped him, but it's not really going to help him now with the gap that he's had, as Angel Navarro holding the outside line and the inside line here. Goss gets around Jack James to 3rd, with Sanford and Sekuli following on toe. And Charles Sanford's running pretty solid in the points. He's 12th in the point standings, so he's rather one of the more consistent front runners here as well. And expect to see maybe Charles Sanford in the chase also if he wins a race. This could help him quite a bit here. Charles Samper, definitely a competitor here in the Doublemint Cup Series. We got a lot of people that have rising talent and potentials to win a championship here. Cody Lamas has been struggling with his car all day. He's been running near the back of the field here. They've been kind of complaining about the race car. Often this race trim here, Chris Dodd's not had the best of runs either. He's certainly not happy with his race car there, but they're lucky enough that they're in the chase. So with those 2 wins, they're automatically locked in no matter what. So, and Luis Hernandez still trying to look at that run the 33 gets there. That's how important damage is to this race here. You don't have much damage, and it looks like cars are coming down pit lane. Zachary Fitzwater, one of the few here. JT Bryant as well. Looks like green flag pit stops are about to begin. Zachary Fitzwater leading them down, or the green for the pit stops here, as these are important here for the race. They're gonna see what they can do. Looks like they're gonna try maybe go for some 4-tire stops here with some gas as well. We are closing in on that fuel window here. Johnny Gardner coming in this time around. 3 wide action near the back. Up there for second now. Jesse Turner now your leader. Gardner coming in this time. Here comes Jack James, Pat Johnson, Jones. And several others here. There you see Gabe Williams coming out there. He gets out on fine. Jeremy Jones, there's Pat Johnson. He's had pretty much an up and down season so far for the 11 team. They know they have a good car, but they haven't really had the results to show. They are 24th in the point standings, so definitely not the runs they've wanted. Jessica Emery's had some up and down races too. She's 19th in the points coming in. But pay attention to Johnny Gardner here. He's going to be a guy to look out for in pit stops. And here comes the rest of the leaders coming down pit lane. Jesse Turner, definitely a strong contender here today. Charles Sanford as well. It's all about the pit stops in this one here. They're going to determine the outcome here of this race once and for all here. Jesse Turner, there's Sanford coming into his stall. And Turner, oh, he's going to be in a bit of a situation here. He backs off, gets in his pit stall. And pay attention to where the leaders are going to end up. O'Neal Balvin, I believe, is your leader, but we're going to have to wait and see where the cycle comes out. I'm quite a bit unsure where they are at the moment. I think they might have stayed out or so. They are staying out so far in this run, putting some of the field about 2 laps down, but that's going to change once they get into pit lane. But they are trying to stretch the window here. Joey Murphy in second, Annie Thomas in third, Seth Cole in fourth. Really, most of the cars running near the back of the field. We've got a crash, and that is going to change everything. The caution is out. Jessica Emery and Cody Lamas have crashed here at Las Vegas. That is certainly going to mess with a lot of people's pit strategy here. And O'Neal Baldwin, that's going to be a saving grace for them here. This is going to lap a lot of the field down, as they are coming down this time around, as the caution is out. And Jessica Emery just washed up the track into Cody Lamas. I think the spotter told her that she was clear, and Cody Lamas was just right there on a massive run. And that really just messed up the pit strategies for several drivers here. If this went green to the end, this would have been a good, probably could have been an interesting race here. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen here, but those that stayed out are going to get a lucky break. That changes everything here. O'Neal Baldwin stayed out, and that really set the field basically mostly a lap down. Green flag in the air. They need a quickie caution. This is going to be a miracle for them. That's why so many cars are lapped down. Joey Murphy, the car in second here. Annie Thomas in third. Those that were the back markers are running up from the front now. So this is going to be quite interesting to see where this might end up. They definitely need a quickie yellow if they want to win this race here. If those that are trying to be on the tail end of the lead lap. As O'Neal Baldwin just not really the fastest car on the track, but strategy winning their role here. As now he's getting hounded by a lot of the lap cars. Certainly not happy with where the caution ended up for them. The circumstances weren't that good, as a 3-car battle for the lead. Maybe a 4-car if Seth Cole can get in the mix as well. As they're about to reach 10 laps to go, these drivers are going to be running like there's no tomorrow here. O'Neal Baldwin now getting hounded by Joey Murphy here. Annie Thomas sitting in third. Seth Cole in the 4th spot. There you're seeing that's where Seth Cole is. and really bad circumstances and tough luck have really just hurt a lot of the field here. So they're just all trying to scatter for positions here, and they don't want to be the caution, but they do want the caution as quickly as they can. You can see how strangled out they are. Certainly frustration fuming from all these drivers here. They know they could have won this race if they went green to the end. Onia Baldwin still getting challenged here by a lot of the cars here. Onia Baldwin trying to make the chase again here. He actually made the chase down in Season 1. And now he's trying to make it again here in Season 2. This time for Ganassi Racing, the team that almost won the championship last time. Trying to put this one car in victory lane. They did it with Matt Dixon down at Phoenix International Raceway, so they could get it done again if they needed to. But really, they just caught a lucky break there. They were really lucky that that caution came out, because that certainly would have not been their race to win. Seth Cole now looks like he's up to the second spot here. He passed Joey Murphy. And lap cars really playing a role here for Onia Baldwin. He slid up the hill that time. Seth Cole could reel into the fray here, and he has reeled in Onia Baldwin. Baldwin looks like he's struggling with lap traffic here. Seth Cole going to the bottom of the track. Joey Murphy sitting in third. Can he do it? But Chris Dodd now getting around Onia Baldwin here. This is not what Baldwin wanted to see, but even so, good run for the one team. Up the racetrack he goes. Seth Cole thundering down that turn 1 and 2. Here he comes, grand exit for the Bioshock Ford. Joey Murphy sitting right behind. He's not too far from the mix as well. He could make it a 3-car battle. Baldwin up the hill again. Here with 6 laps to go here at Vegas Motor Speedway. Joey Murphy now getting a push. We've got a crash in the back. Caution is... Oh my gosh, what a terrible accident. Kyle Matthews slammed the wall, and Dylan Schwammer gets pulverized by Betty Johnson. And this could be an end to the race. If they do not go green to the end, Onia Baldwin might have just won this one. But we're going to have to wait and see. But a terrible accident. Kyle Matthews just got stuck in that front straightaway wall. Certainly not what he wanted to see. And there's Cody Lamas with a lot of damage to his car. His day's gone from bad to worse, but a lot of cars that were on the lead lap but were passing him were going to get a bit of a blessing here, but I think it might be too little, too late. Richard Johnson got into the back of Cody Lamas, sending a 24 around, and watch Kyle Matthews, he's going to hit that barrier. He gets stuck in it for a moment, and then bam, he gets slammed hard by Jonathan Rains. The car goes for a flip here. Side over side, end over end there. And just a terrible accident for Kyle Matthews. Watch Dylan Schwambrick in the 20. He's going to get hit hard by Betty Johnson here. And bam, you barely see it through the smoke, but he got slammed hard by the 83. And that put an end to the 20's day. A lot of drivers destroying this one. I think all of them that got involved are going to be out of this one here, but a hard accident here at Las Vegas brings out our caution. The race is not over yet. Onia Baldwin's got a hold off a hard-charging Seth Cole and Joey Murphy here, because everybody else is on the tail end of the lead lap. The green flag is going to fly. There it is. Green flag in the air. Seth Cole did not quite get going there, but Onia Baldwin, he's got to hold off the hard-charging E, but Seth Cole going to the inside. Here he comes into turn number 1. Seth Cole trying to take the lead away, and I think just like that, Onia Baldwin has choked away the win, but lap traffic could play a role here, but I think Seth Cole has this race won, just like that, with the last lap pass, with a 1-lap shootout. I can't believe it myself. But off of turn number 4, lap cars will get around Seth Cole, but he will take the checkered flag and win here at Las Vegas. He has paid it all. It's paid off for him. Great restart for Seth Cole, and that's what helped him win the race today. Onia Baldwin just needed a caution to come out maybe a lap later, and he would have won that race. Joey Murphy doesn't get third, actually. He gets taken away from Andy Thomas there. And Murphy's not happy with the number 1 there getting on that restart. as a lot of drivers will be getting some good results here today. Kev Shear with another top 5 finish, actually. That's another one there. Johnny Gardner gets 6th. Looks like Mike Hawk got a 7th place run. Zachary Fitzwater, a good top 10 for him again. They're kind of one of the more top 10 drivers here. Jack James 8th, or 9th, and then you got Charles Sanford running out your top 10 here. But what a way to end that race there. Seth Cole passed O'Neal Baldwin on the restart. That's just what you needed to do here. And what a run here. Seth Cole makes it in. Great run. They were really hyping the points, and this certainly will help him quite a lot here with his other competitors kind of struggling with the racetrack today. It's certainly a good run for Seth Cole. He's won it, and he represents NASCAR today. Good run. Good day for that team. They are moving on. They will be making the chase here. Great run for Seth Cole indeed. Here's first to 28th. A lot of drivers were kind of struggling. PJ Williams gets an 18th place finish out of this one. Jesse Turner, one of the more dominant cars, gets 22nd. Certainly the run they didn't want. Not really reflective on their performance here today. A lot of drivers who were strong were out of this one, or out of contention because of pit stops in that green flag cycle near the end. And so be it. Congratulations to Seth Cole on winning at Las Vegas. That certainly is a move-changing, really just fundamental to the series here. Seth Cole, one of the more famous figures around, wins it here, and good run for them. Point standings will be up here. Thank you for watching Las Vegas. I hope you enjoyed it. Probably not. Probably skip to the end like normal, which I'm not surprised, because then everybody would do it. I would. But thank you everybody for watching, and look away here for the point standings.